Swift, powerful, respectful. Sumo wrestling is one of the oldest sports in the world, dating back to the 6th century. Sumo is the national sport of Japan, but its popularity is growing right here in our neighborhood.
Here in LA, Southern California, is to some extent the mecca of sumo in the United States right now.
Andrew Freund spearheaded sumo in Southern California. He discovered the sport back in 1991 when he was working in Tokyo. He is now the director of USA Sumo and the sport's biggest proponent.
There's been amateur sumo in Japan for centuries, essentially, because pro sumo is what we all know about from TV. So people have a stereotype that it's very large guys who are non-athletic, who are very cumbersome and they're waddling around with big bellies. And you'll never see top-level guys like that. Like, all the really good sumo wrestlers are essentially, at their core, incredible athletes.
I learned firsthand that you don't have to be Japanese, tipping the scales at over 300 pounds, or even male, to participate and succeed in the ring. Andrew convinced me to join one of his weekly practices in Carson, California, where a group of sumo enthusiasts, some total beginners, and some world champions gather weekly to practice the ancient martial art. I got suited up in my mawashi and was ready to begin.
Take a look at this. Here's the nice little tail on the back. Looking great. Oh, all right. So you have to do 50 of these. And this is the basic warm-up before the match happens. Yeah?
Here, but in Japan, like 1,000.
Before every match?
Yeah.
Wow. So 50 here, but in Japan he said 1,000.
More than 1,000.
More than 1,000.
Takeshi and Yama are both Japanese-born sumo champions who Andrew brought to California to help promote and teach the sport. At 6'2" and 586 pounds, Yama is exactly what you think of when you hear sumo. He is the heaviest Japanese person ever recorded, and his sense of humor is nearly as large as he is. Takeshi is 5'7" and 220 pounds. He is one of the smallest people to compete in professional sumo. And because there are no weight classes, these two could face off in tournaments against one another.
I ate a lot of food, like like every day. I ate like 5 bowls of rice every meal, morning, lunch.
So you had 5 bowls of rice for breakfast,
Yeah.
5 bowls of rice for lunch,
Yeah.
5 bowls of rice for
Yes.
dinner.
With other
Yeah.
to make my body strong, big. But I am this size.
Yeah, and then
Eventually,
what's the biggest guy that you ever went up against?
I guess like over the 500 pounds.
Wow, did you ever get scared?
No, really, because that's normal. That's a normal situation in Japan. So, like most of the wrestlers are bigger than me, so I got used to it.
Both of these men have won the biggest prize, the USA Sumo Open, which Andrew created in 2001. This year's event took place in March at Cal State Long Beach. It was non-stop action, featuring nearly 200 bouts, and it attracted 5,000 screaming fans.
The universal reaction from almost everybody was like, wow, that's not what I expected. It was so dynamic. And so the guys who are really winning in sumo are the guys who are very fast, very strong, very technical, and it doesn't have much to do with it. As opposed to many other martial arts and combat sports, sumo is something that someone observing can grasp usually within a few seconds. The goal is to either push your opponent out of the ring or to the ground. There's no punching, there's no kicking, so it's essentially pushing, slapping, grappling.
After some instruction from the pros, I was ready to get in the ring. He's clearly done more exercises than me. And, wow, this is a lot harder than it looks. One woman who makes it look easy is Mariah Holmes.
So I'm really happy they didn't put me in against you. Yeah, I am. So how long have you been doing this?
A year.
Just a year? So wait a minute, you've been doing this only a year and then you are already the US Open Sumo champion.
2-time national champion.
Wow. How would you describe sumo wrestling?
Sumo is a physical game of chess. You have to come in the right way and move gracefully and have your balance, and there's a lot of technique that goes into it, and if you don't have it, you're not going to win.
Andrew is proud of his role in popularizing his beloved sport here in SoCal and beyond. The International Olympic Committee officially recognized sumo just last year, so it may be included in the Olympics in the future.